In football, managing a squad goes beyond just picking the best starting 11. It involves keeping every player engaged, motivated, and integrated into the team's overall strategy. Coaches are acutely aware that when players are not heavily involved in training sessions, dissatisfaction and frustration can quickly spread, causing an unhealthy environment. This awareness is likely why players like Broja, Chaluba, Lukaku, and Kepa are currently training away from Chelsea's first team in a separate group. This decision is not just about who is on the field, but about protecting the integrity of Enzo Maresca's training sessions. During Graham Potter's time at Chelsea, his training sessions were reportedly undermined by the sheer number of players who were not getting the game time or involvement they expected. This lack of engagement from sideline players led to a fractured atmosphere, with dissatisfaction growing among those who left felt out or underappreciated. Maresca seems determined not to repeat those mistakes. By creating a separate training group for players who may not be in his immediate plans, he is ensuring that the main squad remains focused, cohesive, and fully aligned with his tactical approach. This separation helps maintain a positive atmosphere within the first team, where every player feels they have a role to play and are not overshadowed by a bloated squad. But this strategy is not without its risks. Players in the separate group could feel alienated or undervalued, which might impact their morale and performance if they are called upon later in the season. However, Maresca appears to be taking a calculated risk, betting that keeping the first team tightly knitted and fully committed outweighs the potential downsides of having a few discontented players on the periphery. From a broader perspective, this approach reflects a growing trend in modern football, where managing player egos and expectations is as crucial as tactical preparation. The days of having large squad with multiple players vying for the same position, all hoping for game time, are slowly fading. Instead, coaches are focusing on creating smaller and more unified groups that can work seamlessly together both in training and on match days. For Chelsea, this strategy could be particularly important as they embark on a new season with high expectations. The club needs to avoid the pitfalls of the previous campaigns where disjointed squads led to inconsistent performance and managerial upheaval. Now, by keeping the first team streamlined and focused, Maresca is laying the groundwork for a more cohesive and successful season. What do you think? Is this the right approach for managing a large and talented squad, or could the decision to train certain players separately lead to longer term issues? Could this strategy help Chelsea avoid the disjointed performance of the past, or is there a risk of alienating key players who might still have a role to play?